Hi everyone, Jan Fursdon here again from Fursdon House. I have a few videos that I want to try and get done today, and I wanted to share some of my latest creations with you. These are 3 different envelopes. They'll be for sale in my Etsy shop, and I'll put the link below. And these two are similar, and then this one is slightly different, and they have names for them. This one is Rosebud, this one's Hydrangea, and this one is Campion. And so let's just go ahead and get started. Let me just put this one aside. I'll put that one here. These are envelopes, and I created those envelopes from a page from the Concise British Flora in color. I'll put that that name below. It's a bit of a mouthful, but it's closed. Each one is closed with ribbon. This one's a oh goodness, what do you call it? The seam binding. I'll get it out in a minute. But this one is Rosebud. You can see the envelope. It's just a page from that book. I love the botanical in it. Botanical anything, and that's what these are in particular. These are cards that I've created using my dried flowers, dried and pressed flowers. And so let me just go ahead and show each one of them to you. This one is, or it might be clearer actually if you do it this way, or if I do it this way. I'll get it out in a minute. This one is Phlox. It's the name of the flower. These are flowers that grow in our garden here in Madison, Alabama. And I've just used acetate to seal them in and then sewn around them. And this is a variety of cardstock. There's that one. And this is what I believe to be Coreopsis. This is one that my husband managed to chase down on the side of a highway for me. He spoils me, admittedly. And there we are. And this one is Ligustrum. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. It can grow from a very small bush into a huge, massive bush that's extremely tall. There's one right behind my studio, and it is taller than my studio, so it gives you an idea of just how big it can get. The sweetest little flowers on it, and it has this scent that I remember as a child. I could smell it in, we lived in the country, and it was like, just the scent itself reminds me of the country, and I love it. And here we have sorrel. Sweet little tiny yellow flowers. And then oddly enough, you see the little pods here. When we were kids, we would take off the pods and eat them. Had a sort of a little, not sour, but a slight, I don't know, tang perhaps? But it was a sweet and sour thing. I know it's odd, but hey, you know, what can I say? These two are moss roses. And these are just embellishments for your journal or anywhere else you'd like to put them. And this is the knockout rose. This is a fabulous rose to grow because it grows so easily. Got some of the pods in there, but or some of the little seed pods. You can see them here. It's come from here. They grow super well. No hassle, no a lot of attention required, nothing. They just grow, and they smell divine. So that's the knockout rose. So that's the first set. And again, this set is in the envelope that's called Rosebud. I'll put them in there so I don't get them confused. And then this is the other set. This one's Hydrangea. And again, seam binding is closing the crinkled up seam binding is closing the envelope. There's the front of the envelope, and then you can see I just love these pages. And this one's called Hydrangea. Okay. And here we have, put them there. This is Guinea Impatience. And apparently I've seen Impatience pretty much all my life, but the Guinea Impatience has a little tail that comes out here, and it sticks out right there, so you can see that. I'm learning about flowers, all kinds of things. I am not a gardener. I'll be the first one to tell you. I hate gardening. Gardening in the South, especially in Alabama, means gardening in 98-degree heat and 98% humidity with mosquitoes the size of the state bird that want to carry you off. So I hate gardening per se, but I do try and help my husband as much as possible. This one is a rose. This is a rose that my mother-in-law gave us. I loved the little crinkly bits and pieces here, but I actually prefer the backside because it shows the stem and what have you. But no, I try and help my husband with the gardening, and he loves gardening, but then his family are all English. They're used to gardening in weather that's much nicer. Little rosebud, well, just past the bud stage, and it's the knockout rose. There's the front of it. And here we have the pansy. I think they're so sweet with their little purple faces. And we have the paradigm hosta. This came from my mother's house in Huntsville, Alabama. Huntsville and Madison are basically so close together you can't tell when you're out of one and in the other. And now that I know to watch for them, I'll watch my hostas because we have some here. I just hadn't thought that they had flowers on them. So as you can see, I am not a gardener. And this is an hydrangea. This one actually, I pressed it last year sometime by putting it in a book. And then of course I forgot where it was at. Because this year our hydrangeas, even though it's the same hydrangea, it's a bit odd. This year the hydrangeas are pink, and this one is purple, as you can see. So I think it depends on the soil and where you plant them. But there's that one. Anyway, so this one is in the packet that's called hydrangea. Put those in there and put them aside. And then the next packet, this one's called Campion, and it has a green ribbon closure. You can see the front there. Lots of yummy greenery. And again, these are pages that are taken from the Concise British Flora in color. And that's also what I've used to create these journal embellishments or cards and what have you. They've all come from that one book. And again, I'll put that name below so that you can see it better. And in here, little miniature notebook things. This is a great way to remember a special date or an anniversary or something like that, or inspirational quotes from the Bible. The little bird comes from the Tim Holtz collection of botanicals, and the same as this one, the butterfly. They're just so sweet. The paper is tea dyed or coffee dyed. I can't remember now which one, or probably a combination of the two. I trade out. A lot of the times I'll buy my paper, and I'll put that link below of where I purchase my paper, but sometimes I do it myself when I have to make an especially large sheet. There's that one, and then here's this. Isn't it beautiful? It's just, I've always loved botanicals, and there's your journal space there. Might be easier if you can see them this way. And here we have an envelope. And this is just some journaling paper. Some of my favorite brown paper that I've distressed with ink. And another envelope. You can see them. And again, the sheet just has one sheet of the brown paper. It's so easy to write on. I really like it. It's, even though it's called, the book that I get these from, they've called it craft paper. It's has a bit of a gloss to it. You can't see the gloss in there, but it's a sort of a sheen, and it's so easy to write on. Your pen just slides across it. That's what I particularly like about it. And here we have a different kind of envelope. So we have that. That's the reverse page. And inside we have another sheet. I love pockets. They're just neat. And then we have a tag, or okay, this one's done slightly different. Tag on the reverse, but on this side what I've done is put a little bit more journaling space on there so that you just have a flip up here. And again, this packet is called Campion, so that will help you identify which ones are which. And again, these are for sale in my Etsy shop. I'll put the link below. And let's see. Here we go. We have Rosebud, Campion, and Hydrangea. So that does it for this particular video. I hope you're having a fantastic day. It's beautifully cool here, or at least for Alabama. It's about 85, and there's a lovely breeze. So that for July, yes, that's fabulous. Hope you have a blessed day. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.